Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Rags to Riches. In the last episode we got all of our potatoes planted as well as bought a few new potato fields. And that is pretty much all we needed to do for this month, but we still have to go in and fertilize those potatoes and I think probably weed them as well. And then I think we are pretty much ready to move on after that. I'm just going to run around and check. Actually, I might just check things through the menu right now because I haven't played for a few days and I haven't really jumped in. Usually I make a bit of a plan before the episode starts, but I'm a little bit short on recording time today, so I'm just trying to get it done. So let's just kind of look through our stuff and see what kind of stuff we got going on or see where all of our productions are at. So our bakery is getting low on flour, but there's not much we can do about that. We have to wait until we get more grain into the grain mill because we are currently out there. But the bakery still has a little bit to keep going for a little bit. But our three buffalo dairies right here are still, they have a little bit of milk, but we will have to top up this one for sure. So we'll probably just distribute our milk before we move on this month as well. But our goat milk is fine in that dairy. As I said, our grain mill is out of grain, but there's nothing we can do about that. Greenhouses still have water. Oil mill is producing olive oil. I don't know if I ever mentioned this, but I did switch the oil mill back to olive oil. Just because we have a really good price of olive oil coming up here next month, I believe. So I just wanted to get a little bit more producing there before that sale. So we're probably going to sell that next month and then switch it back to sunflower oil, I think. And then in our sawmill, we're getting a little bit low on wood. We'll probably have to top that up next month, but we do have enough to get us to the morning at least. And we'll probably do another wood product sale next month as well because we're starting to get some stock built up here. So we should be able to get quite a bit of money from that. And then our spinnery is out of products here, but there's nothing else we can do about that until our cotton is ready or we get some sheep going. So yeah, nothing we can do there. And if we take a look at our animals here, the buffalo still have lots of TMR. Our goats still have lots of food and meadow. Our cattle getting a little bit low on hay in this barn, but they still have some meadow, so we don't have to worry about that, I don't think. And these guys are still good as well. And then the horses still have lots of food as well, so they're going to be good. And then I just wanted to check on our crops here. If we go over to our soil composition, so yeah, you can see this field was already fertilized because it was grass, and we plowed that in. So yeah, we still have one fertilizer state on some of this, but we do have to fertilize kind of the outside, so we'll probably just fertilize this whole field again, and then that will have to be done next month as well. And then same thing with this one. It hasn't been fertilized at all. So we'll have to do this one this month and then again next month. So definitely those two need to be fertilized. I think we also need to plant or fertilize our oat field over here because I think we planted that last month. And then we will have to fertilize the sunflower field next month as well. And then, oh yeah, this potato field needs to be fertilized as well. And I just wanted to pop over here. I believe we did get both of these ones weeded, if I remember correctly. So yeah, that one. Or those two are both good to go, I believe. That one is good to go as well. We just need to do fertilizer on that one. And then I just wanted to visit this one. Okay, so this one does need to be weeded as well as fertilized. So I just wanted to jump over to this one as well. So yeah, this one doesn't need to be weeded, apparently. Not quite sure why, if it was because it was planted from grass or maybe because we plowed part of this field, but we definitely didn't plow the whole thing, so I don't know, but yeah, doesn't need to be weeded anyway. So yeah, that's basically all we need to do. I guess we'll weed this field and fertilize our potato fields and our oat field, I think. And then, yeah, that should be all we need to do for this month. So I guess I will just jump in our little fertilizer tractor here and yeah, I'll go get those fields weeded. And then, yeah, I think we should be able to, or not weeded, fertilized, I meant. And then, yeah, we should be able to move on to next month. And then I think we have one more crop to plant. We need to get our big soybean field in the ground. And then, yeah, I think we're going to be done with our spring planting there. Okay, we should almost be done here. We got everything fertilized and everything weeded as much as we can this month anyway. So yeah, I think I got this milk transferred over here. So we're up to 4,600 liters in here. I was just kind of doing it by memory, but 4,100 in this one and 4,100 in this one. So yeah, put a little more in this one than I needed to, but yeah, they all should be fully stocked up and ready to go now. So yeah, our dairy should be running for a couple more months. As you can see, we have 3 pallets of motts out, so that's like 75 grand right there. So we're going to get those sold next month, and hopefully we'll have a couple more pallets out by then as well. So yeah, I think we are just about ready to move on. So I'm just going to park this milk trailer here again. Just leave it right there. Detach that, and yeah, I think I'm just going to swing by the shop here quickly as well, because this tractor is a little bit damaged and it needs to be refueled. So let's pull over here, gas this baby up. Okay, now we'll just swing by the shop, and I'm probably just going to park this here overnight, so we'll shut it off and I'll just hop over here, and yeah, I might as well repair that weight for $3 and then $1,000 repair on this tractor. Got a little bit more damage than I like to leave it, but still not doing too bad. This thing has come in quite handy. I'm pretty glad I got this thing. It was just kind of a spur of the moment decision when it was on sale, but yeah, it's been nice having a little tractor around here that I can just boot around with. So yeah, I think everything else is going to be good to go until tomorrow, so I guess we'll just wait. What? This dog wasn't black before, right? I'm not going crazy? Was it not like tan or like a typical like golden lab kind of color? Now apparently I have a black lab. That's interesting. I wonder if something happened with that latest update. But now I'm not going crazy, right? Like the dog was not black before. Pretty sure that was not black. So I'm not quite sure what happened there. I did see with that update that they added a new type of dog, like you can get border collies now, so maybe something with that screwed up the color of the one that was already here, because yeah, I'm pretty sure that dog was not black before, but yeah, I guess there's not really much we can do about it now, so yeah, I think I'm just gonna have a sleep here, and I will see you in the morning. Okay, good morning everybody. Welcome to April. As usual, first thing we'll check our sales here, see if we got anything interesting coming up. We got like 2 of these silage header forage harvester things come up at the same time. Can't really make use of either of those yet. And then we have a cultivator, but yeah, don't really have any use of that particular one. So I guess we will just get back to work here. So yeah, I think first thing we are going to do is probably do a product sale, because yeah, we are getting a little bit low on funds. We did make a little bit more money overnight just because we have like some passive income coming in from like these greenhouses and from our short plank sales. But yeah, I think basically we're going to be ready to do some product sales. So I think let's double check on our prices here, but we are going to have to do some more fertilization on all of these light blue fields this month. So right here, I'm not going to worry about like this little patch or this little patch, because those aren't going to be harvested anymore. We're going to be kind of converting those areas into more production. So I'm not going to worry about those for now, but like this area has to be... Oh, and it looks like there's still some weeds in here too. That's strange. I'm going to have to run over this field with the hoe as well, because most of it isn't, but there is still like a few weird little places. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with that, but yeah, we'll get that weeded. We'll get the rest of this field fertilized again, as well as this one. That one should be good. But I think we have to throw another coat of fertilization on both of these grass fields down here as well. And we have to do the sunflowers up here. I might try to do this one myself, just because it's kind of an awkward shape. So we don't need to be wasting fertilizer on this part that's already done, but we can just kind of do these outside ones. So yeah, maybe I'll do that one myself, and then I'll try to get a worker doing all of these other ones, take care of that stuff while I'm doing some other stuff. So yeah, I was actually meaning to check on our prices there. So I think we are going to sell our bread. We don't have a ton, but it's a decent price. Not the best, but not too bad. So we'll get that bread sold. We'll get our buffalo mozzarella sold. Looks like we also have a really good price for our fabric right now. So we'll get all of that sold. That's going to be a pretty good payday, almost 200 grand just for that fabric. So that's what we ended up getting out of our cotton field. So even that little bit of cotton field that we did last year ended up producing like 200 grand worth of fabric. So that is not too bad. considering we more than doubled the size of that field this year. So yeah, we should be getting for maybe 500 grand or close to it by next year out of our fabric. So yeah, that field should be pretty profitable for us. And then I think we're also going to sell the bottled goat milk. And I was thinking we could sell our olive oil this month, but it looks like that price is still climbing. And so we could get a little bit more price out of that. So I think because it is still producing olive oil as well, we might as well let that go and try to let that peak out. I mean, it's not a huge difference. It's less than 20 grand difference there, but we might as well try to maximize that if we can, because it's not like olive oil is going to spoil in a couple more months. And then we have all of our wood products we can sell as well. So our long planks, our prefab walls, and our wood beams. That's going to be pretty good payout from all of that stuff. And then, yeah, I don't think there's anything else we're going to sell this month. Soybeans, we have $500,000 worth of soybeans, but we'll have to wait until July. So yeah, come kind of June and July, we'll be able to sell our olive oil and our soybeans, make quite a bit of money off of that. So between that and then, yeah, a couple more months of wood products building up. So our next product sale, we'll probably use to buy maybe the potato processing plant or some other stuff. But yeah, I kind of have an idea in mind for a good chunk of what we're going to sell today. So yeah, I guess we better go ahead and get all of that stuff loaded up. So I'll probably hop down and start at the woodlot. So let's jump down there. So yeah, we'll get that Valtra fired up. We can let that warm up for a second. But yeah, we are down to 18,000 liters of wood in here. So we are going to have to top this thing up fairly soon as well, but it should be good for now. But we'll have to get these wood chips moved over as well. If I can attach to this trailer. Looks like the wheels have kind of drifted directly into the shed there, but yeah, we should be able to get onto that and get these wood chips loaded up or moved over to the shed there, and then get all the wood products loaded up and go take those down to sell. Okay, we got all that wood loaded up here, just on the way down for the final load drop off. But we got the planks and the beam sold already, so we just got our prefab walls. That went pretty well overall. It's not the neatest stack, but it actually went pretty smoothly. Didn't have much falling off and have to restack like I usually do at some point, but I did actually go through. I was really getting frustrated with those pallets that on that first load, trying to load them up on the front there. So I actually stopped and did a little bit more landscaping in front of that sawmill. I did work on it before and had a tough time kind of getting it the way I wanted it, but yeah, I was finally got frustrated with it again and spent a little bit of time doing some more landscaping there. So I actually think I got it pretty good this time. Spent some time kind of flattening out the loading zone as well as extending the flat area a little bit further out so that the truck itself is going to be a little bit flatter this time, because before it was kind of a little bit off camber where the trailer would kind of lean away from the side that you were trying to load from, so it made it a little bit inconvenient. It wasn't a huge angle, but it was just like kind of on a slight slope that made it a little bit tough. So I kind of leveled out that entire area where the truck parks, so after that it actually went quite a bit smoother. So I wish I would have done that a long time ago, but we're here now, so let's get these products sold. So yeah, that's another over 200 grand worth of products just on those prefab walls there. So we're up to over 500 grand, so we're doing pretty good at this point. Those wood products are definitely worth quite a bit, so yeah, that's kind of why I wasn't too worried last month when we kind of got right down to the bottom of the bank account there. We were right down. I think the lowest it got to was like 7,000 or maybe just under $7,000 or something like that. So yeah, we were pretty broke there for a minute, but yeah, we are back up to pretty flush at this point. So yeah, we do have a little bit more stuff to sell. So we're going to do another quick product sale. This one shouldn't take nearly as long. We don't have all that much to do. Yeah, like I said, I was originally thinking about selling the olive oil, but yeah, I think next month is going to be a better price, so we're going to hang on to that for now. So I think all we really have to do down here is load up this bottled goat milk right beside us there, and I think I will move over that other goat milk into the dairy there just to stock it up. So I will make sure we can keep that going. But yeah, other than that, I think the only thing we're getting from this yard is the bottled goat milk. And then we will head back down to the other production yard there and load up our matzah and our bread and our fabric. And that shouldn't take very long, and then we should be good to go. So we'll go sell all that stuff, and then, yeah, we should be done all of our loading for this month.
Light it up. Light it up. Right now. Light it up. Everybody put your lighters up.
Okay, we got that stuff loaded up as well. That's our first ever load of fabric that we're going to be selling here. I didn't realize when I placed that building that loading zone was oriented the other way, so I had to kind of load from the long side. Otherwise, I might have tried to turn it the other way, but that's okay. Because, yeah, it's definitely too steep of a slope next to that bakery to be able to do it properly from that side, but it wasn't too bad loading them long ways either, but yeah, this should be a pretty good sale here. We got matzah and bread and yeah, our first load of fabric. So we got quite a bit there. It's pretty colorful stuff, but I guess we'll pull those straps off and pull through here. We're just going to sell everything at the farmer's market here. That's another 330,000. We had a slightly better price for the matzah at the supermarket, but the other two were much better price here, and it wasn't a big difference at the supermarket, so it was easier to just kind of sell everything in one go, but yeah, we went from 14,000 to 870,000 just like that. So yeah, we are definitely making a lot of money off of our products these days, which is definitely good to see. Oh, what did I hit? Oh, there's a car there. Didn't even see that guy coming. Sorry, bud. But I think we will just go back over here and park this guy. We can just drop that truck here. We are getting into the rain now. I was considering advancing time a little bit because we have 2 more pallets of matzah that are getting close to being ready, but I figured it would just take a little bit too long. They're at like 700 liters still, so it would be a couple more hours, but I guess it would have given me a chance to advance through this rain as well, but that's not really a big deal. We can just leave it. But there's our new black dog. Got a nice dye job there, wandering out in the field. So I don't know if I can change this back or what, but I'll have to look into that. Not that I particularly mind the black lab color either, but yeah, just a little bit disconcerting that all of a sudden our dog is a different color after many years, completely changed. But so yeah, I think the next thing we were going to do here is buy some more land because we do have to plant this soybean field here, but I think I might expand it even more. I'm kind of given up on the idea of having a bunch of different soybean fields all around the place. We've kind of diversified into some different crops with our cotton and stuff. So yeah, I think we're just going to basically keep this field as our soybean field, but I think we are going to expand it a little bit more. So if we look at the map here, this is our field right now. It's crisscrossed with tire tracks, killing the weeds because we're driving to our shed over here and cutting through the field while it hasn't been planted. So we won't be able to do that anymore pretty soon here after this month because we are going to be planting this. But we do have this lot right here that I've wanted to buy for a long time because it does have a field right here that we can join into this one. And then it has a bunch of extra room down here that I want to potentially use for productions as well. Possibly some more sawmill type stuff. Paper mill could go down over here. But yeah, there's lots of room over here for future expansions. But yeah, probably not going to expand this field out on this side too much because we're going to save this area for productions. But yeah, that's a pretty good chunk of land and a decent amount we can add to this field still. So I think we're just going to go ahead and buy that guy. That's 311,000. So we'll get that one into the inventory as well. So continuing our expansion here. And then I think I'm going to buy this one as well. We currently own kind of right up to the other side of this road, but this lot gives us this little piece over here. So if we kind of jump down over here, yeah, you can see the kind of soybean field out through there. And then we have just kind of an empty little bit of land over here with some trees and some rocks on it. So we will have to do a little bit of clearing here. I think I am going to plow down this road. I was kind of thinking about just kind of going up to the road because we could just kind of expand the field out to right here. But I figured there's not really much else we can do with any of this land back here. So yeah, I think we're probably just going to plow this road in. We don't really use it that much anyway. So maybe we'll just cut a little extra road kind of through this area. If we need to, we can just kind of take a slight detour around the edge of this field. So yeah, I think this is all going to get plowed in, but yeah, we will have to kind of clear out some of this land first. So yeah, I think I am going to grab the Vultra with the winch. Probably not going to bother taking care of too many of these trees down to the sawmill. But I think these big oaks, because these ones are, yeah, worth almost 6,000 liters. So I think we will drag the big oaks down to the sawmill to get a little bit more wood into that thing because it does need to be topped up anyway. And then I think the rest of these trees I'm just going to mulch up. This would probably be a decent job to bring the shredder down and kind of turn all those into like wood chips, all of these smaller trees. But yeah, I'm kind of in a hurry and feeling kind of lazy today, so I don't really want to deal with it. That wood chipper was mostly just meant for cleaning up the extra branches and stuff at our woodlot anyway. So yeah, I think we're just going to drag the big oaks down and then just kind of mulch everything up with the mulcher thing, and then we'll have to bring the bobcat down with the rock breaker and break up these rocks, and then yeah, I think we can kind of plow this area in. It is going to be a pretty big area. It's going to be a lot of plowing, but we do have a pretty decent sized plow, so it shouldn't take that long. And then we do have more trees along the edge of this road as well, but I think I'm just going to leave these ones at least for now. It's not that much room, so we'll kind of just cut our field in kind of right up to the edge of them, kind of right along this line over here. Looks like there's one other little tree up in this area that we'll have to take care of, but yeah, from the other side of this road, there's not really much we have to worry about. So I think we'll kind of just leave this row of trees along the road just because it's kind of nice to have trees around as well. This is kind of a nice little shelter belt that'll be along this side. So yeah, we'll just kind of cut the road in to the edge of these trees. We'll leave a little bit of leeway just so we're not kind of worried about catching them with equipment or anything like that, because this is going to be the long ways of the field, so we are going to be wanting to turn around down on this end. So yeah, we won't go right up to the trees, but we are going to go kind of past the road and plow into this field. So yeah, then I think on this one as well, there is a little bit of extra room on the bottom here, so we'll probably expand out the side on the south side here just a little bit, and then kind of there is a creek up on this side as well, so I don't want to, where's that creek? Kind of up here maybe? Yeah, there it is. Kind of goes down along that edge. So we might expand it out a little bit on the south edge. We do have quite a bit of room here, but there's trees down on this lot as well. And like I said, I want to save that most of that land for future production. So maybe a slight expansion kind of down this edge, and then we're just going to kind of go follow the creek up here and then join it into this field. And then it's going to kind of cut out here and then up along here. And we'll get all of this plowed in and joined in, and that's probably going to be the extent of our soybean field after that. That's kind of the vision that I had for that soybean field from pretty early on in the series there. So yeah, I think we're finally going to complete it today, and that'll probably be good for soybeans. We are going to still expand into some other areas as well, but we won't worry about that for now. Today, I think we're just going to get all this stuff plowed in and get this soybean field planted. So I guess I still have to buy this one as well. That's going to be another 213,000. So there we go. Two new pretty solid pieces of land. That was 8.8 acres and that was 12.8. So we're over 20 acres of new land there. So yeah, we started the episode with 14 grand, and we just bought another 20 acres of land, and we still have 345,000. So doing pretty good. But yeah, I guess I better get to work clearing that lot out there. So yeah, I guess I will just hop back into the Valtra, wherever that is, down at our woodlot here, and yeah, we'll get this guy fired up and head down there. And yeah, I'm just going to use the winch, I think, to drag those few oak trees down, and then we will grab the mulcher and clean up the rest of those trees over there. Okay, we got all of that tree clearing done and got those rocks broken up and taken out of there. I haven't done anything with those rock piles yet. They're still just kind of sitting there. I'm hoping that we will just kind of be able to plow over them and they'll just kind of disappear. Like I think you can with like if there's like an extra like or like swath or whatever grain laying on the ground or anything like that. I think if you plow over it, it just kind of disappears, which I think will happen with the stones as well, but I'm not 100% sure. But if not, I think I'll just use like the paint tool and just kind of smooth over because then it just does get rid of that stuff that I do know for sure. So yeah, there's just like so little stones that you get out of those rocks that it's really not worth collecting them. So yeah, I'm just going to try to plow them under and hopefully that'll be fine. But otherwise, I think we are good to go. I think I got all the stumps and everything. If not, it's not too far to bring the Vulture back down here and grind a quick stump. But yeah, all that area should be good to go to plow now. So I think we should just be able to get going. I did advance the time a little bit to hopefully get out of this rain. It has been raining all morning basically. And as you can see, like the weather says it's supposed to be just kind of cloudy now and not rainy, but we are still getting rain. Hopefully that finishes off pretty quick here. And I just noticed there is still a tiny little piece of wood stump right here. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Maybe we'll just go toss it out into the row of trees that we're going to leave over here. And we'll just kind of just leave that there. That will just kind of decompose. That's probably fine. A little extra organic matter for the soil over here. Won't have to worry about that. But yeah, I don't know if they changed something in this last update. I don't, like I did read through the patch notes and I didn't see anything related to like the ground deformation, but when I was kind of mulching up in some of these areas, and with like the ground deformation, I don't know if it just kind of felt different. Like it felt like I was kind of sinking into the ground more and it was kind of making more of a difference in these muddy spots. So I don't know if something actually changed there because I didn't see anything in the notes, but it definitely felt different to me, but I don't know if that's just in my head or what. I might be just imagining things, but yeah, I was hoping this rain would finish before we started plowing here because that does make things a little bit more difficult when the ground is wet when you start tilling it up. But I think we're just going to have to start here because we do have quite a bit of plowing to do here. Plus we have to plant this field this month as well. And yeah, we are starting to run out of time a little bit, but I think we are going to be just fine. We don't really have a whole lot else to do this month after we get this field planted. But we do definitely still have a little bit of fertilizing to do. So I think I'm just going to get a worker started on that. So I just wanted to find our our AgroStar with the fertilizer. So it's at 68%, which is probably fine to start. So I'm just going to kind of get a worker started and we will get this fertilizer or this potato field fertilized as well as that other potato field. And that sunflower field as well. I'll probably just get a worker to do it, even though it is going to waste quite a bit of fertilizer kind of going over the part that's already done. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going to be able to fertilize all of those fields still in the time it takes me to plow that other bit. So yeah, that's probably just going to be fine. We'll get all that over with. So yeah, I should just be able to select this guy and we'll create a job for him for field work. And yeah, I guess we will just start on this field right here. And yeah, we have to do this one. We have to do this one. I guess we can switch over to our fertilizer to make it a little bit easier to see. So yeah, we have to finish off the fertilizer in this one. Oh, I can't forget to finish off this weeding as well. I'm gonna have to do that a bit later on, but yeah, this one fertilized, and then yeah, all of this area has to be fertilized as well. So, oh, and then this grass field as well. Can't forget about that one. So yeah, quite a bit of fertilizing to do. So I'm just gonna get a worker going on those jobs. And did this guy ever move? Is he blocked by me? Or is he just confused? Yeah, I don't think they know what they're doing. Wait, no field course detected. What's going on here? This guy seems to be stuck, but I can't dismiss him. It just says, stop manual echo. I don't know why it wasn't working before. I was trying to dismiss the worker, but it was not working. So yeah, I don't know what was going on there. Looked like he was trying to turn that way and that windrower was kind of in his way or something, but yeah, I don't know. Hopefully this worker is actually going to work for me because I did notice in the patch notes that there were some mentions of like some work with the AI pathfinding algorithms with the like the headlands. And I don't know. I can't remember for sure what they said, but I remember there being a couple mentions of working on AI worker type stuff. So hopefully they didn't actually screw something up there. So let's try that again with them actually on the field and see if that makes a difference here. So they're actually gonna get to work. Okay, I think that's probably gonna be fine. They seem to at least kind of know what they're doing now. So yeah, I already brought the plow and the 9RX over here. So yeah, I think we are basically good to go. So yeah, I guess this is going to be a pretty big field to do with this plow. So it's going to take a while. So I better just get to work here, and I will see you on the other side. Okay, well, we got all of that done. Our field is kind of plowed in here, so that is quite the expansion. That took a long time. I think if we do another expansion that size, it might have to get one of those modded plows that works a little better or has a little bit wider working width, because that takes quite a while with that one. But we did get it done. That was a pretty big expansion there. There's quite a bit of extra land on this field now. I did go along with the paint tool and cut it back a little bit, just so it's not quite up to those trees. I did go a little bit close the first time, but I'm worried that the workers might kind of run into the trees there, and it might be a little bit difficult to turn around at that end. So I did come in with the paint tool and cut that back just a little bit to give it a little bit more room on that side, and then kind of cleaned up the edges in a couple spots. But yeah, I think we're pretty much good there. So yeah, there's quite a bit of extra field here. If we look at the map, I'm not quite sure what's going on here. It hasn't really registered that this part is plowed in yet, so I'm a little bit worried about that. Because, I mean, if we go to the plowed thing, or we go to the grow stage, like you can see, it says that it's plowed. You can kind of see it all in here. This little blue thing is just, there was one more stump that I missed, so I had to come back with the mulcher and do that. So that's why there's the little blue strip there. But yeah, the other, like the rest of this, I don't know why. Like if we go to crop types, it just hasn't registered that any of that is in the field now. So hopefully that's just like a temporary bug and that updates there at some point. Because yeah, as you can see, like it looks like it's all plowed in. Like even if we go into the construction mode here to get kind of a bird's eye view, yeah, you can see that it all looks perfectly plowed. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with the map there, but yeah, you can see we added quite a bit. I mean, quite a bit of plowed area, but then also just this whole other field that got added in that we just bought this episode. So yeah, that's a pretty big soybean field now. I definitely added quite a bit of acreage to this total area here. I didn't go any more on this edge at all, just because, well, it was already taking a while, so I didn't really feel like screwing with it right now. And yeah, like I said before, I do want to kind of keep this area mostly for productions and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens. Maybe if we build some things around here, we could always expand this down a little bit further once we kind of decide what we want to do there. But yeah, for now, I think that's going to be fine. That is actually quite a bit of extra room so far. So I still might come by and like throw some gravel in along this side just so we have kind of a path up to go this edge. But I don't want to take too much off of the edge of this field here. But this one goes pretty close to the creek too, and we don't own this land. I was originally thinking we could put a road right through here, and which we still might, because I kind of do want to buy this piece of land as well. So we'll probably end up buying this one eventually, and then yeah, we'll probably just cut in a road just off the top of this field to join in here, so we can do a little detour around here if we need to, because we can't really drive through this area anymore, at least not for most of the year when, well, I guess it's not really most of the year, probably half the year when we have crops planted in there. We can't drive through there, but yeah, got that all done. And the fertilizer is all done as well. Had the worker kind of running in the background while I was doing that. So we got all that grass fields done. And he just finished with the sunflower field over here. So that should all be fertilized up and good to go. I forgot I had the sprayer left in the field there. So at one point I got a notification that the worker was blocked. So I had to go move that. But yeah, other than that, we are pretty much good to go. We just have to get this sunflower or this soybean field planted and weeded and fertilized as well. But I think that is going to have to wait for the next episode, because I am pretty much out of recording time here. That did take quite a while with all that plowing and tree clearing and all that stuff. So yeah, that's going to have to do it for this episode. But yeah, we did get this field done. Got quite a bit of extra land today. So yeah, we should be pretty set up. We almost have enough money to buy that potato processing plant right now. So I'm going to have to kind of see what other kind of products we have. Like I said, we have like soybeans and olive oil to sell in a couple months here. So that's going to be another probably over 700 grand right there. Plus we're going to have more wood products and stuff between now and then as well. So we do have to kind of keep in mind a budget here, because we do want to buy that potato processing plant as well as a potato harvester for later this year, plus a couple other things that I kind of have on the radar as well. So yeah, we are making pretty good money, but as I've repeatedly said, it's pretty easy to get rid of it all in a hurry in this game. So we definitely need to keep making more, but yeah, I think we are set up pretty good. We're doing pretty good at this point. So yeah, we will continue on right where we left off in the next episode here. But yeah, basically getting this soybean field in and prepped is one of the last things we have to do this month, other than maybe just taking care of our animals. And oh, I got to check what the level of that sawmill is, because we might have to throw a little bit more wood in that. But yeah, other than that, we are almost done in April here. We'll be able to move on and kind of continue advancing through the summer there. So yeah, better stop rambling here and wrap this one up. So thank you a bunch for watching, everybody. Remember to like and subscribe if you're not already. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you again soon in the next one.